Right then, no frills, as always. Bit of a post-show, post-season, should we call it, wrap-up, as requested by my 3 only but very loyal followers. Now, when you're doing back-to-back shows, as you start to come to the initial first show, you start to build a bit of an extra following. A lot of new followers. People don't really know your background or anything about you. And the momentum starts to build, and then when you do back-to-back shows, you're getting, what the fuck's that? You're getting people invested in your journey, which is great, and you get all these positive messages, and everything feels fucking incredible. It's a great time in life. Now, after the shows, it's hard to keep up with the amount of messages that you get, and a lot of the questions are kind of just duplicated and you're repeating yourself, and you don't want to come across as rude either, because like sometimes you just got to one word answer people and move on, and because you do have life to tend to and businesses and wife and kids and everything else. So sometimes it's easy to just cover it in a video. So just a really short wrap up of the season, the shows themselves, what happened and why, and what the plan is now. Now, I'm going to fucking run through this as quick as possible. The first show of the season, can't remember what it was called. It was Qualifier. 2 bros, one in London. Anyway, don't even like to think about it. Massive shit show beforehand in terms of I had the norovirus, plus a chest infection, plus 2 fucking eye infections. It was horrible. I ended up on a drip, I lost 15 pounds, and then at the same time, the wife had some pregnancy complications. She ended up in hospital with me at the same time. Fuck, it was a shit show, but we got through it, okay? Everyone's okay, everyone's happy, we're all alive. Now, the show for me was like a week later, or maybe a week and a half later. So obviously I had a lot of fullness to try and push, tried to push it. Was a little bit softer than it would normally be. Definitely wasn't on point, but we made the best of the situation. And I was happy with what I presented, given the situation, okay? On that day, I was beat by Ben. Ben was much better than me on the day. He was peaked perfectly. He was in great condition, hard, full, everything. Like, well done to Ben. Definitely deserved the win. But obviously, that's just for me qualifying for the next show, which was then 4 weeks later in Ireland. So I come away from that show and I was like, still had this chest infection, still had these eye infections. So for the first 2 weeks, it was just getting healthy, resting a lot and getting the body to fucking recuperate and come back around. And I've noticed that I swear a lot, don't I? I must apologise. Then again, I'm not apologising. I don't give a fuck. So once my body started to look a bit fresher, it then started to fill out nicely. So then we came into Ireland. Now, the Ireland show, and Mark was there with me, who then turned pro on the day in Classic. Congratulations, Mark. You look fucking incredible. I was beat again by Ross on that day. Now, Ross, at this present time, is a better bodybuilder than me. He holds that bit more muscle and he's got that bit better balance. And he comes in just as gnarly, hard and conditioned and whatnot. I tried to come in that show a little bit fuller, a little bit less conditioned. Now, on the day, Ross missed the mark, to be fair. He was way better in his last couple of shows. He missed the mark, still looked incredible, but it left the door open for me. So this was incredibly close, very, very, very close, this show. It was a good battle. It was very fucking enjoyable. And I have absolutely no qualms in the decision, because if I'd have won or he won, I don't think anyone who was there would have had any issues with either of us winning. And then sometimes it's just the luck of the draw, and that's what happens, and Ross took the win. So congratulations to Ross on that one. Which then left me in the position of going, right, my body still has room to improve here. So there's 2 weeks to the next one. The judges said, rather than being that full, bring in that bit more sharpness. So I was like, okay, so back to the drawing board. Let's get sharper for the next 2 weeks, which we absolutely did. Came in fucking skinless for Amsterdam. Did anything happen? I did a lot of resting and stuff, just trying to get the body to be fresh. But there was no issues going into that show, none at all. Apart from the one that I'm really hurt by, and which is that the bloody apartment never had a microwave and had to pay 70 quid for one, and that's the hardest £70 I've ever had to spend in my life, and it fucking infuriated me, and I've left the microwave there and I'm still fuming. I don't think I'll ever get over that one. What a bitch. Anyway, now I came in sharper, right? And I'm going to say luckily for me, because everything happens for a reason. Irving came in, bang on point, looked fantastic. My weakness is the balance between upper and lower. My legs aren't as good as my upper body. Irving had insane legs, next level fucking, like, pro standard legs, unreal, which made my weakness even more glaring. So I came second again. And I'll be honest, all the guys in the heavyweight, maybe like 6 of us or something, all had big legs apart from me, which then kind of made it glaring a bit more worse. But, you know, I still took second. And again, I'm happy with the placing, and I'm happy for Irving. Congratulations, Irving, for turning pro. Amazing. You know, best man beating the day, definitely. But everything happens for a reason. Now, for me, I'm happy because it's shown me areas I need to improve. So going up against Ross, then going up against Irving, 2 completely different bodybuilders, and getting beat for different reasons, and then being like, right, okay. So that's given me a clear direction of what I need to do to improve. Now, if they weren't there at them shows, either one of them, and I turned pro, I wouldn't have had that direction, because I'd have been like, oh, I'm the fucking best, I'm great, I beat everyone that's here. No, not good enough. If there's someone that can beat you, you just need to be better. So rather than me continuing and going on to another show and chancing that someone's not going to be better, what I'm going to do is go away, bring up the weak points, and come back to a show then where it's like, no, hold on. As long as I'm on, I'm fucking winning. I'm the one to beat. I'm going to shut the door on every cunt that's there. They've got to try and take it away from me. Rather than me going and trying to take it away from other people, I need to be in a position where they need to take it away from me. So anyway, I've had great feedback from the judges. I spoke to them after the Amsterdam show, and they simply just said, look, condition was fucking impeccable. You've done great. You've done what we asked you to do. Unfortunately, there's a discrepancy between lower and upper balance, and that's what shone through today. So just go away and get bigger legs. And that was pretty much it, really. They said your stage presence was good, you know, condition was good, muscularity, you know, even tan, you know, all that kind of stuff comes down to it. Your posing's great. So everything was good. I know exactly what I need to do, which I'm happy with. But to rewind, what I don't think some people understand, because a lot of these messages, oh, I'm gutted for you, or I'm buzzing for you. No one really knows how to react in these situations. Now, my background is, you know, I was a semi-pro footballer, then I did boxing, I started bodybuilding when I was like 9 stone or something daft. I competed every year. I competed out of the love and passion for just trying to improve my own physique. God's honest truth, never cared about winning or placing or anything. Came dead last in my first few years at every show, and I was buzzing. Used to get off stage, go and get a pizza, sit there with a medal with my missus and be like, oh my God, see how amazing it looks. I'm so fucking happy. It was just a great time. And then the natural progression occurred because I was just concerned in bettering myself. And then I got better, and then I made top 6s, then top 3s, and then I started winning shows. And now, even then when I was winning shows, turning pro was never even like a dream. It was never in the thought process. I didn't think I was ever capable of it. But again, just fully enjoying the experience of bettering myself, I'm now in a position where I'm knocking on the door of turning professional, which is crazy to think, because 10 years ago, I remember jumping on a plane, going to support someone in the Worlds. I remember being sat on that plane. I've been competing for a few years, thinking, imagine jumping on a plane to go and compete. That is crazy. These guys are the best of the best. This is amazing. Like, what a life. And sometimes it's hard to, you know, you get lost and you don't truly take in what you've achieved and where you are in life. But I sat on that plane being like, if my younger self could see me now, he would be proud. Just the fact that I'm going competing in a European show, just for that, I'm good enough to go and stand with these guys all around Europe. That was enough of a recognition to be like, you know, I am proud of myself. So whether I came second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, did not fucking matter. that was the win for me there and then, and I was over the fucking moon. So yeah, that's where it came from, and that's where I'm at now. So I'm incredibly happy, and that all remains true in terms of I'll continue to enjoy training, I'll continue to enjoy trying to better myself, and I'll continue to improve because of it. Dead simple. You know, you see people coming second, coming third, whatever, throwing the medals, throwing the trophies. If you're not enjoying the process, I don't know why you're doing it. Like, this is a passion for me. I love every single second of it. I love bettering myself. I also love the fact that I'm now in a position where I can help other people. So, you know, this gave me the life of, oh, I don't have to be an engineer anymore. You know, I walked out of my job. I opened a gym. I'm now coaching people. I did some PTing. Like, this was my dream. And now I'm living it. I'm absolutely living every aspect of it. So sometimes it's sit back, take a deep breath, understand where you've come from, understand where you are now. You've always got to, you know, look at it from a wide angle lens, because when you live in it, it's so easy to just forget and just not recognize and not respect, you know, how much hard work, effort, sacrifice, hours, tears, blood, sweat and tears, everything that's gone into it over them years. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling on. So that was a quick bit of background, a quick overview of how the season went and the shows went and where my mindset is, and that I'm just incredibly happy and I'm ready to move on. I'm going to try and keep up with the content as much as possible, but I live and breathe this shit. I don't go into off season and just start eating shit and not training properly. I'm 24/7. Whatever I do in a prep, I do in the off season, just maybe more food and more training. I'm here for improvements. So I'll try and keep the content up, but I need like you guys to feedback. What kind of videos do you want to see? Do you like these raw ones where I just sit and talk and discuss thoughts and feelings? Do you like training videos? Do you like nutrition videos? You know, do you like day in the life videos, fucking eating videos, whatever it may be? You know, you guys control the channel. I need your feedback to let me know what you want me to do. And as always, like, subscribe, drop a comment, because it all helps, and I will see you at the next one.